What's going on, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video. Before we jump into today's video, man, you should have know what you should have been did. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to save the world. We're trying to save as many people as we can. So make sure you hit that post notification bell so you don't get that post nut clarity, my guy. Now listen. Brothers, man, today I want to talk about why masturbation is ruining your life, why pornography is ruining your life. You know, and a lot of y'all, I know we still caught up in our lust. You know, a lot of y'all still, you know, probably on the sites, probably still struggling to get off the sites, you know, and I understand that. I know it could be hard. You know, I'm gonna jump into the car real quick. Listen to me, brothers. Pornography and masturbation is killing you, man. It's ruining your life. Back when I was frequently on the sites, it was killing me. You know, and I know a lot of y'all can relate as well. You know, when I was on the sites releasing my seed, man, I felt so lost in the world. I felt so drained, like I had no direction, I had no purpose. Whenever I would release, I would feel like I'm just letting go a part of me. Like a piece of me would just feel so gone. You know, that's when the brain fog will kick in. I'm like, man, I'll never find a female. You know, I would be coming up with all these negative thoughts once I release my seed to the sites. You know, and a lot of people who be on the sites frequently, these are the same people who don't go out in the real world, or they have a hard time speaking to women in the real world. You know, a lot of people are so attached to the sites that they can't even talk to a baddie out in the real world. They can't even look a female in the eyes. And that is why, you know, pornography and masturbation is ruining your life. It's ruining your eye contact. You can't look at people the same. You can't look people in their eyes. You're probably the type of person that's looking down every time. You're not walking like a man. You're not walking masculine like you should be. You're walking with that feminine energy. That is what the sites is doing to you, man. That's why it's ruining your life. You know, there's no benefits in watching the sites. All them people that you be watching, think about it like this. Whenever you're watching two people fornicating, how is that benefiting you? You know, I used to always think of this too. I used to be like, why am I watching two people fornicate when I could be doing that myself with somebody else? You know, why am I just here, you know, with my hand? Like, you feel me? That kind of sets you up in a bad place mentally. And then you start to feel like you'll never find a woman that you can do those type of things with. You know, why would you want to use your hand for pleasure? We could go out in the real world and get it like that, in that way. Why would you want to use your hand for pleasure and watch two people fornicate on the screen when there's tons of women out here in the real world? And I'm not promoting you guys to go out there and fornicate, you know, go crazy and start fornicating with all these women. I'm just saying, the fact that you're watching two people fornicate, that is sick. That is honestly sick. And this is why the sites is demonic, man. The sites is demonic. This is why you feel guilty after, because you're watching two people that you don't know fornicate. You know that the sites is demonic. The hub is demonic. All them sites is demonic, man. So you gotta cut those sites out of your life, or else your life is never gonna change. A part of my journey, I had to cut off the weed, and I had to cut off the sites, because whenever I was smoking weed, I always felt like I wasn't progressing in life. I always felt like me doing that, it was just holding me back. Smoking weed was blocking me from becoming who I truly was meant to be. You know, and I used to always say, oh, it's not affecting me. I'm not addicted to it. not affecting me in that way. I could control myself. But whole time, I was just justifying why I should continue to do it. Whole time I knew in the back of my head, in my subconscious, that it wasn't helping me. It wasn't good for me. And that's the same thing with the sites. You know, in order for me to start speaking how I'm speaking behind this camera right now, I had to stop watching the sites, bros. I had to stop releasing my seed, because if I was still doing that, I wouldn't have the confidence to be sitting behind this camera right now. I wouldn't have the confidence to be putting myself out there for thousands and thousands of people to be watching me. I wouldn't have the confidence. You know, I wouldn't have the confidence to speak to women in the real world, because I would have still been fapping. And why would you ever want to be in that situation, you know, for so long? You know, I understand that as young kids, we kind of got exposed to the hub and stuff like that. But at a certain point, we're becoming men. We're becoming grown-ups. At a certain point, you got to drop certain habits when you're starting to become a grown-up. You know, and I'm going to leave a Bible verse right here that's going to explain what I just said. You know, at a certain point, we no longer can be doing little kid stuff. At a certain point in your life, you just got to be like, enough is enough. You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired at a certain point. And that is how I felt whenever I would be releasing to the sites. You know, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of draining myself, not feeling motivated, not feeling like I had a purpose in this life. I was sick and tired of feeling like that. And another thing on this journey, no one is going to save you. Shout out to TC Talks, because he made a video titled "No one is gonna save you but you," and that is facts. That is facts, man. Nobody's gonna save you on this journey. You know, I can only do so much. I can only motivate you so much. I can only inspire you so much. But the only person who can consciously change their life for the better is you. You have to want to consciously change your life. You have to want to better yourself for you and not nobody else. You have to actually want to do those things. And if you don't see any better for yourself, how are you ever going to progress in life? How are you ever going to move ahead if you don't feel like you're worthy of those better things in life? How are you ever going to move ahead? You have to want better for yourself, brothers and sisters. You got to want better for yourself. Because if you don't want better for yourself, you're going to be stuck in that same negative cycle. You're not going to be growing. You're going to be hindering your growth. You know, all part of being on the sites 24/7, relapsing, it ain't worth it, man. It's just hindering you from your growth. Being on those sites is hindering your growth. The time you take to be looking at videos, you know, which video is perfect, you know, which video is better than the next video that you can watch. The time you take to do that, you can be putting all that energy into your goals, into your dreams, into a hobby, into something that you're passionate about. That's how you know watching the sites is demonic. It's a stronghold on your mind and your body. Because you're actually laying there trying to find the perfect video to release to. Like, isn't that crazy? You're laying there or sitting there trying to find a perfect video to release to. That is a stronghold on your mind and your body. That is not you in that moment. That is not you. I hope you know that. That is not you. Your higher self doesn't want to sit around watching pornography, bros. It doesn't. All them times that you can be on the sites looking for, you know, the next video, you can be putting that same amount of effort, same amount of energy into yourself, into bettering yourself. You know, it's time to quit the porn, bros. It's time to quit the masturbation. I don't care who says, you know, watching the sites helps them. I don't care who says it makes them sleep better at night. It releases it releases their stress. Brothers, man, that is cap. You're lying to yourself. You're deceiving yourself. Because every time I felt stressed, I used to do the same thing. And what that did, that left me feeling empty. Whenever I would go back to the sites, you know, after a long day, all it did was take my energy. All it did was drain me. And I would feel completely empty. I didn't have the Most High in my life. I would feel empty. So whoever says porn is gonna, you know, improve your stress levels, that is cap. It's only it's only increasing your stress levels. It's only increasing it. It's not lowering it. You feel me? So y'all gotta stop lying to yourselves, man. It comes a certain point. As a man, you gotta start doing manly things. As a woman, you gotta start doing womanly things. Watching the sites isn't what grown-ups should be doing. It just isn't. It just isn't. Like, that's not how we supposed to be. That's not something we should be feeding our mind. That's not something of high vibrations that we should be feeding our mind. You know, so pornography and masturbation is ruining your life. It's ruining you, man. I don't care how much you say it's probably not ruining you. It's ruining you. Because you see how it's affecting your social life. You know, you don't even want to go outside and get some sun. You don't even want to go outside to go for a walk. But you can stay cooped up in your room and type in the sites. You know, you can stay comfortable in your room and type in the sites, but you don't want to go out and get this sun. Look at this sun beaming on me, man. You gotta love the sun. You gotta love being outside in nature. Put all that sights and all that to the side, man. You gotta want to be outside in nature. Start experiencing life for what it is, you know, and stop living in this false reality. You know, a man should not be watching porn, bro. I'm just keeping it real. A man should not be doing that. Because all it's doing is just killing you. It's just killing you slowly but surely. It's taking away your masculinity. And this is why I promote semen retention. This is why I go so hard with retention. Because I can honestly say retention really took me out the mud. I ain't gonna lie. Retention helped me improve my life. It really did. You know, if I didn't come across this video, you know, of like back in 2020 or 2019, I believe, the video was titled "Why You Should Stop Ejaculating." If I didn't come across that video, man, I would have still been lost in the sauce. And you know, it's so funny, when I came across that video, I was like, man, I don't want to stop watching the sites. This guy, the guy that made that video, I was trying to deceive myself, like, man, it's still okay to watch the sites. I'm not gonna change. Yeah, this video is speaking some facts, because subconsciously I knew the video was confirmation that I needed to stop. But my ego, being so comfortable, my ego wanted to stay the same, didn't want me getting off the sites. You know? So it's all a stronghold on your mind and your body, man. This is why you gotta develop self-control. Self-control. Once you can have self-control, you can control everything else in your outer reality. You know, you're not gonna be the type to overspend. You're not gonna be the type to overdo things, because you have that self-control. And that's one of the most important things to have within you, is self-control. Once you have self-control, you can be unstoppable, man. I promise you, because you're no longer gonna be tempted by your lust, because you have self-control. Anyone watching this video, if you're still addicted to the sites, I'm trying to tell you right now, it's not bettering you in no way, shape, or form. it's only pulling you down. It's only pulling you down. You know, you're trying to level up in life, not knowing that the sites is only pulling you down. Start retaining your seeds. Start at least going a month. If you're someone who's really struggling to leave the sites, because I know it's hard. I know it's hard, man. All that dopamine rush that you get from the sites, I know it's hard to leave it alone. But you gotta at least develop, or at least try to develop that discipline, that self-control, and at least retain for a month. At least go for a month and see how you feel. And I promise you, you'll never want to go back to them sites. Once you see this retention lifestyle and what it has to offer and how it can better you as a man, you'll never want to go back to the sites. I promise you that. So man, stop watching them sites. Stop using your hand. You know, stop releasing to napkins. You know, people be saying people be releasing into socks. Nah, that's crazy. Releasing in socks is crazy. But man, that's just sick, man. That's sick. Every time you're playing with yourself, just look at yourself as a sick individual. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I said it. If you're doing that, bruh, look at yourself as a sick individual, because what are you doing? What are you doing? I guarantee you, if you saw yourself when you're in the act of releasing, if you was to point a camera at your face, look at how sick you'll look in the camera. That's how lust, that's what lust is. Lust will make you do crazy things. So brothers, man, stop masturbating. Stop watching the hub. Stop it. Get some help. I'm not even trying to joke around, but stop it, man. Like, for real, stop it. Stop it. Today, stop it. So that was the video I have for y'all, man. If you took anything valuable or learned anything new from this video, make sure to drop a like down below. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. And don't forget to share this video with a friend, because they will need this information. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? And listen, man, I'll catch you in the next one, and I'm out.